Hello, this is Solene, the founder of Creators for Good. Welcome to this weekly tip video. Today, I would like to share with you 3 strategies when it comes to procrastinating. This video actually was inspired by one of the conversations I had with one of my friends this weekend. He is an employee in a company, and he was sharing with me how impressed he was with how much things I get done with my company, saying that if he didn't have a boss, he would not be able to wake up early every day and get things done every week and every month and so on. And to me, there is a very big difference between not having a boss and being your own boss. And being an entrepreneur means you have to be your own boss. You have to set yourself some goals, you have to set yourself some deadlines, and you have to motivate yourself to reach those goals and deadlines. And sometimes procrastinating is really a matter of setting yourself the right goals, the right deadlines, and motivate yourself to reach them. I was procrastinating a lot actually when I started my business, so I know how it is to feel like you have tons of things to do and you end up doing this and that and then just pushing back everything. So I put in place some strategies that I'm sharing with you today. The first one is evaluate how much you're procrastinating. So during 1 week, do this little experience. Every day, write down the list of the things that you do during the day. When you work, from the moment you start working till the end, write the amount of time you spend on your emails, on social medias, on reading stuff, on preparing things. Try to write down everything, and at the end of the week, see how much percentage of your time did you spend on actually producing things, and the rest. The good strategy is to have 80% of the time on being very productive, and 20% of the time on doing other stuff, getting inspired, reading, relaxing your brain, and so on. If you are really procrastinating, chances are you are only spending 20% of your time on important things and 80% of your time doing other extra stuff. So you need to rebalance that. The second strategy to rebalance this 80-20 percentage is actually to set yourself some goals and some deadlines within your to-do list, because I know many people work with to-do lists, so you have all the things that needs to be done, and this tends to increase and increase day by day, and this is a cause for procrastination, because when you see all the things that needs to be done, it just gets really overwhelming and you start doing other stuff. At least that's what I experienced. So here again, my strategy is to actually assign each task in your to-do list to a specific day, and say, okay, today I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, tomorrow 1, 2, 3, the next day 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So you assign few tasks per day. You won't do only that, but those are the real goals for that specific day. So yeah, that's a way, because then your list will be kind of break down in the time, and you will have less excuses to push back to another day. And then maybe there are some things that you tend to push away, because not only because your to-do list is huge, but also because you're maybe a bit less comfortable with them. When you're an entrepreneur, you have to multitask, and there are some things that you are less comfortable with. One of my clients, for example, was always pushing back writing her blog post. Here, my strategy is to make it public, basically to say, okay, every Thursday or every first Monday of the month, I publish my blog article, and to actually tell other than yourself that you will write this blog post, because if you put yourself a deadline, you need also to motivate yourself, and sometimes it's hard because you know that if you don't write this blog post, no one will notice, because no one knew it was supposed to be there, and it's like having no boss at all. So for example, I sometimes use my Facebook page to announce, I'm working on this, I'm preparing that, next week there will be blah. And this really helps to get things done, because then you create expectations from others. And this is what is very important for motivation and to get things done. For example, this weekly tip video, I started to do video tips like 6 months ago or something like that. But because it's not the most comfortable thing to do, to put yourself on the internet and so on, I did one, and then I said, oh, next week I'll do another one, and I just like pushed it back to maybe a month later or something like that. So back last January, I told myself, okay, I need to do them every week because it has a very good impact. I need to motivate myself to do them, and I just publicly announced every week I will publish a video tip. Some weeks I cannot, because sometimes I can't do all those free content. Last week I had no room to do it, so I did not. But it's okay. I mean, it's just a matter of doing your best, and when you cannot, you cannot. But when you can, you have to. And this is how you can be your own boss. I hope this video is helpful. If you know other people that struggle with procrastination, don't hesitate to share it with them. And I'd be very curious to know if you have other strategies than the ones I enumerated today, and you can write them in the comments below the video. Bye-bye, and see you next week.